welcome back to Essentially Eats. For tonight I will be showing you guys how to make salmon patties. It is a very quick and easy recipe, and it looks harder than it actually is, but it is absolutely delicious and you will love it. So let's get started. What we have here is 12 to 14 ounces of flaked salmon. Okay, so this was a boneless and skinless salmon fillet that I roasted and literally flaked really good with a large fork, and it comes out like this. It looks like a dry tuna almost, but believe me, it's salmon and it is so good. Okay, to that I'm going to add 4 ounces of my lump crab meat, which is half of this container. And you can find lump crab meat and crab claws at your Publix grocery stores in the seafood aisle. That's where I get mine. It's really good. Okay, so pretty much like what I did with the salmon, I'm going to flake this with the fork. Okay. Alright, so that was our crab claws, actually. And now we're going to put in 4 ounces, which is half of the container of our lump crab meat. This is so good. You guys will absolutely love it. We'll do the same thing, so we're pretty much just flaking it with our fork. It's very easy. That's why I left them whole, so you can see how easy it is to flake your seafood. And guys, this is also a wonderful combination for making a seafood pasta salad, I'm telling you. Except we are making patties. Oh, so good. It's a wonderful dish to make. And like I told you guys in the past, whenever you're making patties, you do not have to bake them or fry them all at one time. You can actually freeze them to make at a later time. So you can make a big batch of this and actually save it for later. Okay, now this is a small red onion. We also have red and yellow bell peppers, a little bit of parsley, and you know me and the kick, I have a little bit of habanero, and these vegetables were roasted, so we're going to add that in as well. Okay. Here we have 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley. Let's add that in. This is looking so beautiful, but most of all, it smells amazing. Now, because this is going into the oven, I am going to add 1 tablespoon of lemon zest. If I was making a salad out of this, I would have also added lemon juice, but because it's going into the oven, we're just going to add the lemon zest. Now I'm going to show you guys how to make a wonderful dipping sauce that goes well with this. Okay, now at this time I'm going to add my spices, and what we have here is 1 tablespoon of salt. We have half of a tablespoon of black pepper. We have half of a tablespoon of Old Bay and half of a tablespoon of dry parsley. Oh wow, this smells so amazing. And we haven't even really begun. Alright, just rest my fork there. And as our binder, In cream factor, we are adding 4 ounces of cream cheese. You can add ricotta cheese if you like, or any other creamy cheeses. I chose to add cream cheese to mine. We're just going to mix all of this in. 4 ounces is perfect. We're not trying to drench this. We're just trying to combine it. Okay. Believe me, if you add 8 ounces, it will be just too much. All right, you are not trying to lose the flavor of your fish. You just want to combine everything together, okay? And no egg. Usually when we're doing something where we're binding before we bake, we usually add an egg, but not in this case. Oh, this smells so amazing, you guys. Okay. This is a really good time for you to take a break and taste. And just make sure that your spices are on point. But I've made this plenty of time, and I know that these amount of spices that I have in here are absolutely perfect. But then again, you can taste it to see if you want to add a little bit more salt or not. I do not add that much salt because remember our fish, we have salmon, pink salmon, and we also have crab meat in there, and that has natural salt in there. So you have to be very, very mindful of your ingredients, your other ingredients, and that will help you tailor your spices. So keep that in mind. Okay, let's give that one more fold. Perfection. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it for the filling, excuse me. I will be back where we will put this guy together. See you soon. Welcome back, guys. It is now time for us to assemble our beautiful salmon patties. So what I have here is 1 trifold of the Pepperidge Farm puff pastry sheets. And I'm simply just going to roll it out just a little bit more. Okay. You want to make sure that you flour your surface so it doesn't stick, okay? Okay, we're flattening it out just a little bit. Okay. There we go. We're pretty much leaving it at the same width. It's just the length we're elongating the dough. All right, now if you are doing this with your children, I want you, the adult, to handle the knife. Do I have to tell you this? But yes, please do. Okay. All right, so after cutting our dough like so, now this is the fun part, because you can make this any shape or sizes you wish, okay? So let's see. All right, I have an idea how I want to do it. I'm telling you, this is like the fun part, the funnest part ever. Is putting it together and making it how you like. So we're going to take 1 heaping tablespoon of our filling. Let me put that back here. My work surface is a little small, so I'm kind of having to go back and forth. Okay, there are many, many options of how you can do this. All right, we have enough room to get a little bit more. Okay, now it is totally up to you if you want to add shredded cheese at this point. You can, it's up to you, you don't have to. I'm not going to add any shredded cheese to mine, but if you wish, you can, okay? All right, this complements this one. So I'll just stretch it out. So I'm just laying 1 piece of dough on top of the other, okay? Now, if you have a problem with the ends meeting together, you can just add a little bit of oil and they will seal. And of course, the oldie but a goodie is the fork. So you can just take your fork and press it along the sides, and that will pretty much seal everything. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna get my knife here, and I'm just going to vent this. And what I mean by venting is I am going to basically add slits. Okay. So that the filling has space to vent. I have my baking sheet behind me here. Okay. And the good thing about this particular dough is the ability to stretch it. And I absolutely love that. All right, so we are taking another heaping tablespoon. Spread that out. Oh my gosh, you guys, this smells so beautiful. It has a very light fragrance. And that's because of the fresh herbs and citrus that we added to this. Remember, we did the lemon peel. This is so, so beautiful. All right. Like I said, you can do all kind of shapes and sizes that you like. You guys can get creative if you're doing this with your children. Let them get a little creative with this. Okay. So beautiful, you guys. Just stretching it out just a little bit. See, just a little bit. We're not overstretching. Once again, we are getting a heaping tablespoon of our filling. All right, I went a little bit too far with the heaping. Oh. Okay. Kind of spread that out. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. Doing something good for yourself and maybe somebody else in your life. Or perhaps a neighbor. Remember, be kind to others and to yourselves. You cannot be kind to others if you're not being kind to yourself. Okay? It's impossible to. I don't feel that one can truly love others if you're not giving yourself any love, right? So, and that is pretty much it. Very simple. Okay. Alright, this one is pretty much small, so I'm just going to double this up, which you can, by the way. You can double up your dough, which is fun. And once again, we are taking a heaping tablespoon, and what I mean by heaping is that it's just a little over a tablespoon. It's a tablespoon with a mound. So when you are baking or cooking and you see something call for a heaping of something, that's what it's asking for. A tablespoon unleveled with the mound to it, okay? So it's really important that you know your cooking jargon so you know what your recipes are calling for. If it's asking for an exact tablespoon or leveled, means do not heap it. They want it leveled. Okay. I like to press down with my fingers first. Don't get too overzealous. Let's tuck this one in a little because remember we doubled this guy. All right. I doubled it because I was at an odd number and these were a little bit smaller, so I was able to. And once again, we are going to vent this. Now, like I said, you guys can put these in a cooking sheet or a freezer-friendly plate, and you can most definitely freeze these just like so. And once they are completely frozen, then you can put these in your Ziploc bags if you're making this for a later time. So granted that your freezer is big enough to accommodate a huge pan, okay? Now I'm going to take my egg wash. I'm just going to brush it over, and this will give it that beautiful golden color. Okay. Alright. And my egg wash consists of 1 egg and water. Okay. It's 1 egg to like 2 tablespoons of water. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Or you can do 1 egg to 2 tablespoons of milk. I've seen people use milk as well on their egg wash, so it doesn't have to be water if you want it a little bit richer. Using an egg wash is also a great opportunity for you to season the tops of whatever it is that you're baking. For example, if you're making muffins or anything like that that's sweet, maybe you want to add some sugar crystals to the top. If you're making something savory, maybe you want to add a little bit of salt. We're not going to do that. It's this beautiful patties, they have enough. I'm just making sure that my vents are open. They didn't get too closed up with the egg wash. Okay, there we go. Alright guys, I have my oven preheating here behind me at 475 degrees. I'm going to pop this into the oven, and we're going to bake these guys for 20 to 25 minutes, and I can't wait to share the results with you. See you soon. Alright guys, so while we are waiting to make our wonderful salmon patties, I am going to show you guys how to make the best dipping sauce ever. This is my twist on a wonderful, spectacular tzatziki sauce. So what we have here is 8 ounces of plain Greek yogurt. Now I am using the dairy-free Greek yogurt. Alright, so you could find this with the So Delicious brand, and it is made with coconut milk actually. So this is 8 ounces of that. We'll give this a nice stir. To that I'm going to add the zest of 1 whole lemon. Okay. Oh, and the lemon zest just give this dip a wonderful freshness. You will absolutely love it. Your palate will thank you. The juice of 1 whole lemon. So beautiful. Okay. You want to stir this in slowly. Okay, so you want to stir, not fold, nor do you want to whisk, okay? And to this we are adding our spice melody, which is 1 tablespoon of salt, half of a tablespoon of black pepper. We have half of a tablespoon of Old Bay and a dash of paprika. You didn't know you could do so much with yogurt, did you? This is such a wonderful dip, I'm telling you. Okay. Now, if you use the Greek yogurt made with cow's milk, of course you will have a thicker dip than I would. And mine will thicken up over time in the refrigerator. I've been doing this for years, so yeah. If you're looking for a dairy-free option, then using the So Delicious brand made with coconut milk is a really good option for you. Okay, so what we are doing now, we are chopping up our chives. We are using fresh herbs in this dish. So that's our fresh chives. And here we have our fresh cilantro, and I'm sure you guys learned by now the secret to unlocking the essential oils and flavors of your herbs, and that comes in rolling of your herbs. Okay, so that's our cilantro. We cut that in half. All of our fresh herbs have been pre-washed. I washed these herbs before taping, and I removed the stems. Okay, so always wash your herbs. You should always wash all of your produce, to be honest with you. That smells so good. We're just getting started, guys, because we have, drumroll please, our parsley. Cut that guy in half. Give that a good spin and roll. See, now you can smell it. Yeah, that's the secret. When you are dealing with fresh herbs. Okay. Alright. So we are going to add that to our bowl as well. Give it a good mix. And that is pretty much it, guys, for this beautiful sauce. Now what will happen is, as you let it sit, the sauce will thicken up a little bit, and the fresh herbs will kind of get wilted into the sauce, so it won't be too chunky as far as the herbs go. And this is such a wonderful dipping sauce to complement our salmon patties, I am telling you. You bring this to any potluck or surprise your friends and family with it, your co-workers, and they will absolutely love you. You will brighten their day, because I'm telling you, this is such a refreshing dish, you know? The whole thing, we're talking about the patties and the dip that goes with it. It's very refreshing. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. Now I'll catch you next time. Bye. Welcome back, guys. Well, we are officially done with our beautiful salmon crab patties, and they are absolutely beautiful. Do you remember the sauce that we made? Remember I told you guys once we put it in the refrigerator that it would indeed thicken up? You see that? Beautiful. And trust me when I tell you that this sauce totally complements these patties. So let's dig in. Look at this. Absolute beautiful. Flaky. It is still very warm, but that's the best time to taste it. And what you want to do is take a little bit of your sauce. Just put it on there. Oh my God. Oh my. This is unreal. Hold on. You guys. This is so this is so good. It is so delicious. So flaky. Look at this. Can you believe you did this? You and I made this. Can you believe that? Better than restaurant style, huh? This is absolutely delicious. Trust me, you make this for your friends, families, neighbors, co-workers. Oof, you'll totally make their day. It is pretty hot. That's why I'm eating it by tearing it in pieces versus taking a big chunky bite, but let's try. Oh, so I have some of that tzatziki sauce on there. It's very lemony, very fresh. Totally complements this. Let's go for it. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. This is so amazing. I can't believe we made this. Mmm. You guys, please do yourself a favor and make this. You can add anything you want. Remember, we did pink salmon, skinless, boneless filet. And that was one filet. We did 4 ounces of crab claw meat. We did 4 ounces of lump crab meat. And that was pretty much it, with a little bit of herbs and spices and a blend of onions and peppers, and you will absolutely be in patty heaven. Now that is a spin to the famous Krabby Patty. Sorry, SpongeBob. I hope you guys really try this recipe. Trust and believe you will love it. And thank you so much for spending time at Essentially Eats. I can't wait to see you. Have a good night. Bye.